What up people, this is IceDragon Kustoms and this time for a action figure review. This time is a custom of mine and it is Onaga the Dragon King. As you can always know, Onaga is from a Mortal Kombat Deception, and this figure is a Marvel Select Lizard. There is another customizer that did this base. The only difference is that he kit batch from other action figures and I almost did all my own sculpt. The only two fodder pieces are the loincloth from an Emma Frost cape, Marvel Legends, and the ponytail it is from a Lord of the Ring horse. I hollow it out and re-glue it and re-sculpted to make it more lighter. The finger on the right hand was added because in the movie he has only 4 fingers. On the face I sculpted almost everything in the face, even the mouth area. I fill out some gaps. I have to drill out over the lips so I could make a nose of my own, and that is pretty much it about the anatomy in the front part. So I sculpted the helmet and I attached an armature. Shoulder pads are sculpted, and as you can see, this is pretty much about it. The helmet was sculpted with some plastic sheet with an armature of wire, so it will be stronger and hold it together way better, more resistant. Besides the horn, I sculpted the shoulder armor, which they have some plastic plates. The color is a metal chain, and the pendant right here, it is from a bead from where the girls do stuff. I don't know how to describe it. The arms, as you can see now, both armors are sculpted, belt are sculpted. The tight flaps, samurai type, are sculpted on. The rope, it is a real string, and the shin guards are also sculpted. In the spike that it is on the knee pad, I have to make an armature because it was breaking really easy, and now you have the resistant and it can hold pretty well better now. Now going right here in the hand, I bought it used, so the owner prior me had it the hand permanent glue with super glue, so I have to cut it out and drill a hole. Decided to put a Rebel Tech joint, and now he can move it around all the way. You can rotate it in and out, up and down, however you want it. Now going for the back part, I took the back, make some holes, set some Rebel Tech joints, sculpt over, making some scales to make it look more dragon-like, so he can now flap the wings. And the wings now are sculpted from scratch. I made an armature with some wire and some door screen, and this is all my sculpt right here. It is 100% made from scratch, and I'm really proud. I tried to use less of the in-store material. I don't want to kit bash it as much as other people do. I want to start making my own work, and it came out pretty well. As I can see, these are made from scratch, so it was just wire, and I feel really proud about it. The figure is pretty tall actually. It's about from 7.5 to 9 inches depending on how you pose him, and there is a problem with the sculpt, but first I will show you my alternate head. I wanted to make him more dragon like, so that's why the 5-finger claw, the feet doesn't have the hooves. I made this more of a dragon-like helmet. This was all sculpted from scratch. It started as a tinfoil ball with some plastic sheet and armature, whatever. I decided to make the jaw movable, so I inserted a Revoltech joint and cut them out open, and after that I sculpted all the way to the inside. So you can see here now, I can open it and close it as I wanted. So I sculpted the teeth, the tongue, the upper part of the mouth. I made a hole so I can switch around the ponytail around him. I will show you right now. As you can see, the ponytail have a Revoltech joint, so I can pose it however I want it. And there you have it. This is my vision of Onaga. I wanted him to look more like a dragon and less like a demon thingy with 3-finger hooves and a humanoid face. And more scenes in the history mode, in that the Alliance reptile look more like a saurian, like the humanoid form, and this is more accurate in my opinion of how he will look, or how he have to look. If in MKX they may MK11 the Onaga appears again, I hope he will look like this, or at least close to this. There is a problem with the sculpt, and it is that the wings are pretty heavy, so I can't balance him pretty well, so that's why you see the stand. I'm trying to stand him here, so you can see he can stand really well if I use the tail like a tripod. So I can make some poses with him, but as you can see, he won't stand really well. Well, this is a process that you have to experiment to see the results, to see what it works, what it don't. As you can see here, I'll show you how he can see the look at the tiniest. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any of the 6-inch figures, but I will put some pictures at the end of the video, and you will see some comparisons and pictures in diorama. As you can see that he can stand on his own. Well, people, this is pretty much about it. I want to say thank you. I made a Patreon account. Please go support me there. Please, I need to make my dream come true, that it is make a workshop and a personal studio. Here I have a lot of noises. I can record pretty well. This is a voiceover over the video because of the bad quality of it. And I want to work, I want to move to a better place, so please support me on Patreon. It is down in the description below, and thanks a lot. And keep those collections growing, people. See you next time. Have a nice day.